What's up, you guys? I am on here because I just kind of wanted to go live. I haven't gone live in a long time. I didn't even let anyone know that I was going live, but I'm just documenting this because when I document things on Instagram, they a lot of times can't be saved. But this is just basically about how I'm feeling now that I've submitted my rank list for medical school. For my residency. And, I'm about to graduate medical school now, and I can't believe it's been 4 years. And now I'm about to graduate, and I submitted my rank list the other day. And, it's kind of all out of my hands. And I just feel kind of nervous because you just don't know what's going to happen. Um, Hi, whoever's out there. um, Yeah, so I dual applied to family medicine and OBGYN because I really wasn't sure exactly which one would be the right fit for me. A part of me, I feel like OBGYN is the right fit for sure, but then at times I feel like, you know, family medicine is also good because they both have their pros and cons. Um, I think the reason why I like OBGYN so much is because all the variety that you get. And, with surgery and all of that, but you focus just on women's health. And then with family medicine, you also get variety as well. But you have to really like internal medicine. You have to really like pediatric medicine. And you have to really, really like primary care because that is what the field is about. And when I thought about things hard, I just, I felt like I didn't really love pediatrics and I didn't really love internal medicine aspect. I like preventative health, um, but I don't like managing chronic disease in a way that most internists would be managing chronic disease. And so that was another reason why I was like, well, OBGYN is for me. You still have that primary care aspect, but it's not as extensive as you would have in family medicine. So, um, yeah, this year has been crazy. When I looked back, and thought about things before submitting my rank list, which was March 3rd when we had to submit our rank list, last year around this time was when everything kind of stopped and we were in like this global pandemic, and it's been one whole year that we've been dealing with that. And so, for our interview season, everything was virtual, and that made it kind of tough because you really didn't see, um, how things would be at the actual programs and how you might fit into that program. It was very hard sometimes to read people in that regard, but you had to make the best out of it. A lot of the programs, they try to do different things to try to make you feel more comfortable and to try to give off the impression that, they were a good program and they were very welcoming. They were, really into diversity or diversifying because a lot of the programs were not diversified. So they're now trying to diversify. And so, I was able to experience that. It was a good experience. And through that, I was able to try to figure out, what programs I wanted to rank. I did end up getting a good amount of interviews, and I thank God for that because a lot of my colleagues did not get a lot of interviews. So I was very fortunate of that. And here I am initially, why this is all surreal for me is because I had a low step score. I had a very low step score. um, my step one was 200. And, from there, I was told so many times by the advisor that I was assigned that, I think you should just, number one, forget about any type of surgical specialty. Number two, I think you should not take step two. I think you should take maybe a Kaplan course or some type of course to prep you better for the exam, and possibly miss out this year on applying for the match, and use this year to, finish up medical school and also study for step two and then take it and then apply next year. But of course, I was not really feeling that. And so I, knowing that I had a low step score probably 6 months prior to, um, applying to any of the residencies, I reached out to lots of program directors and coordinators and just put my feelers out there to see, what options I might have. And I think that definitely helped a lot. And I can do a video specifically regarding that. But, um, once I did that and I kind of had like my list of where I was going to apply, and I, finally got invitations to interview, I interviewed, and now I have this rank list that I've submitted. And, the thing about the rank list, any place that you put on there, if you match at that place, it is a binding contract. And so you have to be willing to go. Um, and, I was told, well, if you don't want to go there, for sure you don't want to go there, don't put it on your rank list order. But then I was also told that if you don't rank enough programs, then the possibility of you matching goes extremely down. So, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. And so I was like, you know what? Anywhere that I interviewed, I'm just going to go ahead and rank, and we'll see how the cards fall. And so that's what I did. I ended up ranking around 16 programs, and I did leave off two programs that I interviewed only because after I thought about, like, do I really want to go there and train and stay there for however many years? I have to stay there 3 to 4 years. If there's a fellowship there, I would stay an additional 3 years. And when I thought that out, I was like, no, I don't think so. So I left two of them out. And so I ended up doing 16. And um, I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and we're like saying they probably know already where we've ranked, but because it's an algorithm, so it's a computer-based thing, and the computer takes like a half a second to figure out where you're going to rank, because everybody was due yesterday, the March 3rd. So it was my ranking list or any medical student's ranking list, and also the programs have to rank you. So that was all due on March 3rd at the same time. So when that happened, that data definitely went into that database, and that algorithm took place, and I'm sure they know where we've gone. But it takes several days to get your information, so we won't really know until March 19th. And I was reading up on why it takes so long, and so there's a lot of processes that it has to go through with verification and authentication, and making sure you're eligible and all those things, and then also making sure that they can get like over 50,000 match letters out to people. So the process in itself takes longer than this computer algorithm database system that's matching you. And so that's why it takes up until March 19th. So I'm very anxious to see what's going on. And I feel, people that I've talked to that, really, really showed interest and wanted me to come to their program. And, the programs were good and all of that. I feel bad in myself if I didn't match with them, only because I had like a personal connection, and so I don't want to ever burn any bridges or anything like that. And so that is kind of weighing on me somewhat, because, I do care about people's feelings, and I care about how I treat people and how people perceive me. And so I know some people are not like that, but I am like that. And, so that has been weighing heavy on me. But outside of that, it's really nothing I can do. I did rank them in the order that I felt that I wanted to match, and it might not even turn out that way. So I can still end up with that program or not. So I don't know, but I like to document these feelings that I'm having because I want to look back on it to see what I was feeling that particular day. You know, So today was one of those days I was just like, I need to just talk about it because I don't know. This is kind of therapeutic for me. So, but yeah, and I'm already at 10 minutes, and there's not very many people. You guys are not really asking questions. So, if you don't have any questions or anything, I just wanted to come and share how I was feeling today about submitting the rank order list. Ultimately, I feel good that I've been blessed to be able to be at this point. But I do have some mixed emotions that I can't quite put my finger on, but I do have some mixed emotions. Um, but yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything after I post this, I know this is live, you can ask while we're here, but um, after I post, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Yes, I remember you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't know if I'll just say thank you on here like this. No questions, but your journey has been expiring. Oh, thank you. It's definitely been a journey. And I feel like it has gone by so fast. Um, but it's definitely not over. I still have residency and potentially a fellowship. But I encourage anyone that is wanting to go to medical school and wanting to become a doctor, it can happen for you. It can definitely happen for you. Um, I have always been the underdog with everything in my life, starting from when I was a teenager, having children as a teenager, and, being out on the streets and being on my own, out on the streets and trying to make something of myself because I just wanted to do better. Um, and so I just feel like there are obstacles for everyone, but we can all overcome it and we can all achieve what we're trying to achieve. And that was really the purpose of, me starting this journey and videoing, vlogging how I'm feeling, vlogging what I'm going through. And I thank all of you guys for supporting me and rooting for me because it means a lot. It definitely means a lot. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, if you think this video was helpful, make sure you share it, make sure you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and I will be. Oh, I'm on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram because I actually post like daily stuff all the time. I haven't been on YouTube for a while because you're always scared about social media, and people were saying that, oh, if you're on social media, people can look at you and then they may be like, okay, your stuff is not appropriate, and so they may look down upon you with residency. So even though I never record something that I feel that's appropriate, but I feel it's not inappropriate, but someone else may feel it is. So anyway, but I digress. But I will talk to you guys later. Bye.